Hello, my name is Justin Kasowski, and I'll be presenting the work of myself, Nathan Wu, and Professor Beyeler. Essentially, what we've tried to do is simulate what it's like to have a bionic eye. These are devices that are typically electronic implants, fed a signal from a camera that's mounted to a pair of glasses. Because of this, device users must move their head around to update what their camera is seeing. And this is really best emulated with virtual reality. Even though there have been previous models done in VR, they largely ignore the distortions, and I'll show you what their models look like here in a few slides. But there are distortions caused by the way the electrodes sit on top of the cells, as is shown on the right here. Unlike the previous work, we've tried to do a more biologically accurate model of phosphines, and that's shown here. So this is a door finding task. It's a pretty typical one for real retinal prosthetic patients. And our methodology is shown here. Essentially, we have simulated a version of real anatomical data. We've simulated some perceptual measurements based off what real patients have said they're perceiving. Then we've created both virtual environments and simulated versions of the real world. And our goal is to compare those versions to real clinical trial data. We want to do this for three main reasons, which I'm going to go a little bit more into. First, we want to provide more realistic estimates of the current technology. So like I said earlier, the previous models largely ignored distortions, and they were something like what's shown on the left here. It's known as the scoreboard model. And essentially each electrode is a single pixel on the screen. What we believe is actually happening is what I showed you a few slides ago, and that's what's shown on the right here. And we also want to assess more advanced computer vision techniques and see if that's helpful with what we believe the patients are perceiving. So one example would be at a crosswalk, you might want to know where their cars are, or if you're trying to find an exit in an emergency, it might be useful to have text magnification along with a door finding algorithm. Our third and final goal would be guide prototyping of future devices. So a real device configuration is shown on the left here. That's an Argus 2 6x10 electrode array. And we want to know what might be the best device configuration to provide the most meaningful image to patients. That's all I have time for today, but if you have any questions, feel free to email me or come to the poster session. Thank you.